This Learjet, like two-thirds of the world's business jets, is built in one town, Wichita, Kansas. The owner uses it as a flying office to commute from factory to factory. That's the kind of lucrative customer who gets greeted with more than just a set of wheel chocks as he taxis onto the apron. Executives turning up in corporate jets may be on the increase, but nevertheless they still rate red carpet treatment, even if the carpet is a little on the small side. As the airstrips welcome more executive flights, the plane makers who corporate jets are competing for customers. All over the world, the battle of the business jet is underway.
The Gulfstream 4 is the largest, longest range, and certified fastest business jet on the face of the globe. It can fly further, faster, and provide room for more people to work than any other business jet.
The new Citation Bravo cruises faster, climbs faster, and flies farther than the best-selling Citation II. It uses less fuel. Its cockpit is far more advanced, and its cabin is far more comfortable.
Now is the time to fly a business aircraft from Raytheon Corporate Jets. The Hawker 800.
And this is the competition from Canadair. The Canadair Challenger 6013R. The Challenger can cruise at 550 miles an hour and fly non-stop from London to New York in just 8.5 hours. Power comes from two General Electric CF34 turbo fans. Upturned winglets reduce drag and improve fuel consumption. Challenger was originally designed with a very narrow fuselage, but customers wanted a wider one. They got it. Challenger now has the widest body in corporate aviation, and everything that's necessary not only for a flying office, but a flying restaurant too.
On a corporate airplane, you have a flight attendant for emergency procedures, but also for service. There's quite a lot of service that is involved on a corporate aircraft, such as a Challenger. It's an 8-hour aircraft, and I have everything from a full bar, crystal for 12 passengers, full china, crystal, and flatware for 12 passengers. All my drawers are designed to fit the size of each individual china piece. I have drawers that are designed that have drawers within drawers for coffee cups versus teacups, serving platters, and enough storage on the airplane to feed 12 passengers going across the Atlantic, a full breakfast and a full dinner.
After a thin time during cost-cutting years of the early 90s, corporate jet manufacturers are finding that once again, the speed and convenience of high-speed personal transportation for key executives is back on the business agenda. On the Challenger flight deck, a co-pilot Wayne Sharkey, and in the left-hand seat, Captain Bob Flynn.
We're taxiing out at this time at Gatwick for takeoff on runway 08 right. Right now we're number 3 for takeoff. We'll be turning to our left after takeoff, headed towards Southampton. On a route that'll take us down over Land's End.
Charlie 602, Charlie. Thank you.
All our checks have been completed prior to takeoff.
That's correct.
Just have the vital actions left to accomplish. We'll do that once we take the runway for takeoff. Taxiing along here, we're not at our all-up weight, which is 45,150 pounds for takeoff. We're short of that by perhaps 8,000 as a result. With the residual thrust of our General Electric engines, we need to maintain a slower taxi speed. To exercise care for our brakes, we use the thrust reversers by just unlocking them and extending them just a fraction. They serve as a deterrent to gaining speed.
The Challenger pauses to wait for takeoff clearance from the tower and a final check on wind direction and speed.
602 Charlie, Charlie, first takeoff 08, right, 130, 4 knots.
Takeoff 602 Charlie, Charlie. And we're starting our takeoff roll with Gatwick now, advancing our power to 86.7%. Co-pilot making the appropriate calls on speed.
Power is set. Airspeed. V1. Rotate. V2.
And the gear up.
The Challenger lifts off at a speed of 140 knots, 160 miles an hour.
Flaps up.
Flaps coming up.
About pursuit 602 Charlie, Charlie, contact London 12907.
12907, good day.
Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, Challenger, number 602 Charlie, Charlie, climbing through 1,000 feet for 3,000.
Challenger 602 Charlie, Charlie, roger. Challenger 602 Charlie, Charlie, squawk 6427.
6427.
That number, 6427, entered into the Challenger's transponder, identifies it on the screens of the air traffic controllers.
Just a little bit bumpy on the climb out. Following the standard instrument departure here, we'll be making a turn to our left shortly.
1,000 feet to go. Today.
Transition the APU.
728, report heading 200 today.
The original Challenger wasn't an overnight success when it was first introduced, but in 1986 the Canadair company was acquired by Bombardier. They not only developed new versions of the aircraft, but totally reorganized the way the plane was built. Since then, production has doubled and profits have more than tripled. There's also much emphasis on training and on simplifying each manufacturing task. On the factory floor, there are no complex engineering drawings to decipher. Assembly workers learn what to do and how to carry out each task from sequences of specially shot photographs. They're all on the same grade and can easily be switched from one job to another. It's a system which speeds production and improves productivity. The Challenger itself is sold not as a luxury, but as a way of boosting the productivity of corporate customers.
The business jet can be looked upon as a tool for senior management of all companies across the world, just as computers have become productivity increasers for the accounting department, the planning department, the production process within many companies. And that ability to increase the productivity of the executive staff is really what business aviation is all about.
There's another reason why executives prefer business jets. On ordinary airline flights, they never know who's eavesdropping or looking over their shoulders.
Corporate espionage is as much a factor as is anything else. In many parts of the world, senior executives from major corporations don't have the security that they need by flying airlines, both in terms of business secrets that need to be discussed during a flight and relative to other aspects of security as well. So that is becoming an increasing importance for our industry. You just can't have the kind of business conversations that you want to have, or even the freedom to pull out a briefcase and really do some constructive work with large-size prints, for example. The environment in a business jet allows you not only to get to where you want to go, when you want to go, but you're thoroughly productive en route. And we have the technology now so that you can carry on conversations with the home office or with customers en route if you wish to, fax services in flight. So it's an extension of your office, and it really is a working environment all the way to your destination, something that the airlines can't offer.
On the flight deck, Bob Flynn and Wayne Sharkey are heading west and climbing.
London Control, Challenger 602 Charlie, Charlie, climbing to flight level 150 on 265, heading aside.
November 602 Charlie, Charlie, roger, climbing flight level 180. What was your heading?
265, assigned.
Roger, turn left heading 255.
That's 255.
Our route of flight for this flight is incorporated in our flight management control system. which will direct us to the points that we have selected.
Left 245, 602 Charlie, Charlie.
And once air traffic control stops giving us assigned headings, we'll tap into the flight management system, which will direct us on the rest of our flight. The autopilot has been selected. Really, it's an automated flight from here on in.